Right, I've been asked to go through this question. It's question 17 from paper 3H. So it says, a new shopping centre is opened and 500 new jobs are created. After 2 years, the number of jobs has increased to 700. Assuming that the number of jobs in the shopping centre increases exponentially, work out how many jobs there will be in 5 years after the shopping centre first opened. There's 2 ways of doing this, and I think you have seen both of them, so I'm going to do both of them. If it's increasing exponentially, it means it's increasing by the same scale factor each year. So you're not adding on a constant amount. It wouldn't be 500 plus 100 plus 100. That would be increasing, I can't remember what the word is, but that is not exponential. For it to be exponential, it needs to be 500 times something times something. So that's what it means by exponential. So, what we know then is that we've got 500. We want to multiply it by, we want to increase it. We want to increase it by a multiplier, and we need to find out what that yearly multiplier is to get it up to 700. So we know that 500 times some multiplier times that multiplier again, because it's 2 years, gives us 700. So 500 times n squared gives us 700. That means that n squared is 700 over 500, which is just 7 over 5. And if we square root that, we get that n is 1.1832 to 4 decimal places. So this is our yearly growth factor. Assuming that the number of jobs increases exponentially, work out how many jobs there will be 5 years after the shopping centre first opened. 700 was when it was 2 years. So if we want to do 5 years, we need to use our growth factor to the power of 5. And we end up with 1159.5. And for this question, they would accept an answer of 1159 or 1160, because you can argue that this is how many whole people you have, because you have to have a whole number, because it's jobs, or you can argue that you need to round it up because there is part of a job there. So either of those answers would be accepted. The other way you could do this is very, very similar. It's by using the form of an exponential growth equation. So exponential growth is always represented like this. So y is in terms of x, but x is a power here. And we've got some initial conditions. We know that at the very beginning, which is when x equals 0, the number of jobs is 500. So if this is number of jobs, and this is number of years, then we know that when there's been 0 years, there are 500 jobs. B to the 0 is just 1, so that tells us that A is 500. And we know that when there's been 2 years, the number of jobs is 700, but we also know, because we've just worked it out, that A is 500. So actually this is pretty much the same method from here onwards. So then we know that the number of jobs is equal to 500 multiplied by 1.1832 to the number of years. So when x equals 5, whatever it was that we had. Hopefully that helps, but let me know if you need any more guidance on that.